Hello, Will Thunder Talks here with another video. Good to see you. Come in right here. I'm gonna talk with my face. So today, the question or statement or reflection-y thing is, on the quest for wholeness, what will you give up? So I believe that when you want life to change for the better, there is a degree of sacrifice required. There are some things you must drop. We only have so much energy, we only have so much time. There are only so many things we can fit into the day, and even smaller quantity of decisions we can make. Every decision squeezes our brain box and costs us more brain points. And we don't have an infinite amount of brain points, if you guys have noticed. We only have like a certain amount that isn't that many. So when I think about this, I think, what am I willing to give up in pursuit of my immediate goals? And for me, that changes over time. I guess something I feel I notice is I have this like trifecta, like 3 things I care about and want to do. Creative work, physical fitness work on my fitness and my health, and then my career. Those 3 things feel like separate things. For me, I can choose 2 if I'm really doing it. I'm really pushing myself. I haven't figured out the full 3 yet. I don't know, I feel like I kind of have. I try to make more of my career more creative. But I like creating on my own terms. I like having a little play, making a melody. I was playing with one before this video. And I feel like, for me, it's often been either creative or career, or fitness or career. It's not been all 3, and it's never been fitness and creative, because I wouldn't be able to afford rent if it was. So I guess I think, like, what am I willing to give up? I feel like I haven't put a lot of effort into friendships as much as I might like to. I feel like that's something I sacrifice regularly in the face of change. I think something that I'm working on doing is trying to create a little more balance and all of that. So like, I always like having the energy to like make music and do creative things and have fun with that stuff. A friend today was like, hey, I've got this like setting, maybe you could like had an idea in the setting, like write me up a little script, throw it my way, we might make it. That's cool. I would love to work less so I could do more creative things, right? Because as we talked about before, 1 of 3, right? Career, fitness, or creative. And right now it's mostly career and a little bit of fitness. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Focusing on my health. Lost a lot of weight. Your boy's a lot lighter than he used to be, which is good. You've seen videos. If you've ever seen videos on this channel, I've definitely talked about it. But I think something that really I want to give time to, and I guess this is something part of the letting go, is like I kind of go, I'm going to let this go for now, for this time being, while I focus on improving other things in my life that facilitate and make the other things good, right? So if my fitness is good, it's easier to do creative stuff. I can sing better when I'm in better health. I have better creative thoughts and can stay in the flow state more when I am in better physical health, right? When I was really fat, it was harder to stay in that flow state because my hormones and my emotions were all over the place. And now they're a little more steady. I feel like I can endure more. I can like handle more. I can ride the waves more. I feel less dysregulated, that's really cool. I think that's in part because of the fitness stuff, and I think my career's moved in a good direction. It's good for me physically, but I guess it's interesting because I still feel a degree of regret in the changes I've made professionally, maybe because I felt like I had a pretty easy deal in my previous job in a lot of ways, and then I took a moral standing, and that was ultimately me breaking my contract which I hold my hands up and say I did break my contract, and my previous collaborator was well within their rights to terminate my contract. But, you know, part of me wishes I hadn't done that, because if I just kept my head down and gone, nope, these are the rules, I'm not bending the rules for you, I would still have that job now. I would still be doing that job now. But would that be good for me? I'm not so sure, guys. I'm not so sure. And this is the quest to wholeness, right? It's like, if I am going to be the type of person that helps other people and like is a role model in a way, right, for the community, and how to improve and how to be better and take care of your mental health and take care of your physical health and do all that stuff, how am I going to be whole? Because I really believe, as a practitioner of the mental health, you should have good mental health. And a lot of therapists that don't have good mental health, you know, it might be harsh for me to say, but I think you kind of let your clients down. You kind of say do this, but then there needs to be a congruence in the relationship, but you can't be congruent because your own stuff's messed up. And I'm not saying there shouldn't be therapists that are struggling. We're all human, and struggling is normal and okay. And I'm sure most reasonable, respectful therapists also having therapy, which is awesome. But I do feel like you should take care of yourself, man. That's important. You're important too, other therapists. Please do that. And I guess for me, when I'm thinking of wholeness, I'm thinking like, I don't want to do too much of one thing. I guess that's a point that's in my head and important, which is why I kind of like how varied my current work life is. I do the videos, I do some support work here, I do mentoring there, I do counselling here, I do coaching there, I do a bunch of things, guys. I write some music every now and then. I released a new single recently. It was kind of a cool single. I enjoyed it. And I think wholeness for me looks like variety. You know, may or may not be me confessing to an ADHD diagnosis. I don't know. I'm definitely dyslexic, and there are often co-diagnoses with other things. So who knows? But on my quest for wholeness, I like the dimensions of wellness, and I think I will use that a bit more. I want to connect with myself a little more spiritually. I want my environment to facilitate my physical needs a little more. I want to boogie, if you know what I mean. Move around, have new experiences, also pay off debt. It's hard to do all these things, which is why I work so much, because stuff matters to me, and I want things to be funded appropriately without debt. But you know, I think that's where I'm going to leave it. That's my quest for wholeness. You've been wonderful. I've been Will. Take care and good luck, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.